Hello Year 3. Today we are going to be discussing and recording our ideas to plan our writing. But before we move on, can you recall the 5 parts of a myth? Tell someone at home. To start off with, we are going to do some sentence level work on adverbials of time, place and cause. But what is an adverbial? So adverbials are used to explain how, when or where something happened. For example, I have this sentence here, Theseus was scared. This is an independent clause, it makes sense on its own. However, I could add in a bit of extra detail for my reader using an adverbial. I might write something like this. When he entered the maze, Theseus was scared. Notice that I've used a comma to separate my independent clause here from my dependent clause. Now, adverbials don't have to go this way round. They could be flipped. So I could have Theseus was scared when he entered the maze. Notice that I haven't used my comma to separate the clauses when they are written this way round. So your activity to start off with is to add adverbials to these sentences. There was a king who had a problem, the Minotaur charged, and the ship set sail for Crete. I've also added an extra little challenge for you to try and use a comma to separate the independent clause from the dependent clause. Well done for completing your sentence level work. Now what I'd like you to do is pause this video and go and listen to Mr. Timmins reading part of Bellerophon and Pegasus. So after listening to Mr. Timmins read, we now know 2 of the things that happen. We know this takes place in Lycia and that the king gives Bellerophon the impossible task of killing the Chimera. But what will happen next? Your job is to plan the remaining parts ready to write tomorrow. We know of a few ways to plan our writing. I have used a mind map like on the screen, but it's up to you. You might want to use a mind map, you could use a comic strip or bullet points, the choice is yours. Now, before you go and begin planning your writing, to support you, we have created a word bank with words that you could use and Magpie for your own work. It looks a little bit different to the ones that we use in class, and that's because we have color coded some of the words for the hero, which is in red, and the creature, which is in green. Now, using the word bank just for a practice, can you find a better word for angry and tell someone at home? So this word bank will enable you to use a rich vocabulary, which is one of the things on our toolkit. And with this all in mind, don't forget to use this word bank, the toolkit from yesterday, and anything like a common exception word map to support you with your planning. And you can send your plans into the Year 3 email. We might be able to share some in the next video. We look forward to reading them.